Welcome to the PoPolitickin show. Founded in 2008, PoPolitickin is a hip-hop meets self-help brand. With each interview, we teach the babies and share success secrets with you, the listener. Past guests of the PoPolitickin show include Yo Gotti, Currency, MC Light, BG, Dead Prez, Rashida, Project Pat, and more. We also showcase the future upcoming stars of hip-hop. Subscribe on iTunes and get automatic updates of each podcast episode.
PoPolitickin.com.
This is Julz with Federal District Records, and you are tuned into PoPolitickin.
Everything outside is gray and lonely. Spark electricity in our city, yeah. Let's light it up. Falling under pressure, I can feel the butterflies. So you blow smoke inside my mouth. You light me up. I can be your work of art for life. You just show me what you want tonight. So together we can breathe. I wanna give you all of me. You don't have to take care of me, of me, of me. When I fall into my knees, I wanna give you all of me. Open up your eyes and love me, love me, love me. Together we can breathe. Oh, 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 oh. Love me, love me. So together we can breathe. Oh, 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 love me, love me. Addicted to the colors that you're using on me. Clouds above my head are beautiful and red. Blow it up. It's crystal clear with you. Nothing's a blur. Just inhale me into your world and blow it up. I can be your work of art for life. You just show me what you want for life. So together we can breathe. I wanna give you all of me. Open up your eyes and love me, love me, love me. When I fall into my knees, I wanna give you all of me. You don't have to take care of me, of me, of me. So together we can breathe. Oh, 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 oh. Love me, love me. So together we can breathe. Oh, 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 love me, love me. So together we can breathe. In and out, it's all I need to taste the sweet, to feel complete. Whoa. In and out, it's all I need to breathe, to breathe. We can breathe. I wanna give you all of me. Open up your eyes and love me, love me, love me. When I fall into my knees, I wanna give you all of me. You don't have to take care of me, of me, of me. So together we can breathe. Oh, 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 oh. Love me, love me. So together we can breathe. Oh, 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 love me, love me. So together we can breathe.
Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for music meets hip-hop, meets self-help. Make sure you download our app. We're on Spotify, we're on YouTube, we're on Stitcher. Everywhere you listen to podcasts, we're there. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm in the place to be with Julz. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. So I just want you to talk about your hometown. Where you from?
I'm originally from New York, and now I'm living in PA, about an hour and a half outside the city.
All right. So let us know about your background and how long you've been involved with music, how you got into it.
I've actually been involved in music my whole life, pretty much. I started dancing at a very young age, competing all over New York, and I was a dance major in college. I didn't realize I could sing until I was 12 years old, until someone brought it to my attention. And from then on, I started writing poetry and transitioning my poetry into songs. So it really started at a very young age, I would say about 8. And I just progressed from there.
All right. And what do you love about music?
I love that it's a form of expression, and that no matter what you're feeling or when you're feeling it, there's a song that you can listen to relate to, whether it's to make you feel better or, to remind you of something. I just feel like music is timeless.
Can you talk about your style and what makes you unique as an artist?
Yeah, sure. So I'm a pop and R&B singer and songwriter. I feel like I'm different because not only do I collaborate the two genres, but I'm also very eclectic. Growing up, I listened to all different types of music, from opera, classic rock, Motown and disco, and then of course led to hip hop and pop and R&B. So I just feel like I have a different sound. I don't sound like anybody else.
Do you remember the last song you listened to?
The last song I listened to, actually, yeah, it was this morning. I was listening to the Pointer Sisters, Excited.
Okay. Sorry, because you about to do this interview, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, something else going on. What you got going on? What you excited about?
Oh, I'm excited about a lot of stuff. I just did my music video for my song Summer Nights. It's available on SoundCloud, and it's pretty much a great song to end the summer with. We did the shoot on Coney Island in New York, so I'm definitely excited about that. I have a show coming up in October with Allure, and I love them. Like, I grew up listening to them, and I have another single coming out in the fall called Beautiful Liar. So there's a lot of music stuff going on, working really hard, and I'm just excited to share it with all my supporters.
What's up? Now, describe your creative process?
When I'm pissed off and I have writer's block, I'm throwing my paper and pen. But besides that, for the most part, I sit down, I listen to a bunch of beats. Usually I have my pen and pad in front of me, and I just think about how the beat affects me at that time. I try to write about things that I've been through or I'm going through at that time. I feel if it comes from my heart and it's a relatable situation, I'll be able to draw in more people to listen to my music. Sometimes if I'm having difficulty, I'll step away from the pen and paper and I'll move around, and I'll stop thinking so hard on it, stop making it feel like I have to do it, like I'm obligated, because sometimes you feel like that way when you sit down with a paper and pen and make it feel like work. So if I step away from my paper and my pen and I just start moving around and doing other things, usually it comes to me a lot easier if I'm having trouble.
Now, what are some of your interests outside of making music?
My primary source of income is I'm a nurse. I love to take care of people and I love to help people. I'm kind of a nerd. So I definitely, love reading, writing, not just music, but I also like to write poetry. I've been working on a novel for a while now, just because, my schedule's crazy, but I just like all different types of writing. I like to exercise. I'm in the gym every day for a while after work. And I also love...
I saw your Instagram. You lost a lot of weight. I was looking at your posts.
Yeah, I lost almost 100 pounds. With a lot of work. When I was 250 pounds, obviously I was a candidate for weight loss surgery, but I did not want to go that route. So I decided to take it upon myself and learn more about, what things would work for me, what things wouldn't. At the time, I was living in a very, very country-ish area. So not only did I start eating right, I also started walking a lot, and exercising in my house by myself. So between doing that and exercising, changing my lifestyle completely, I was able to lose almost 100 pounds.
That's good. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Thank you.
Then you were saying you like to read. So what are some of your favorite books?
I like older books, like The Coldest Winter Ever. Sister Soldier, I don't know if you've ever heard of her, but
Yeah.
she writes some really good books. So anything by her, I've always been drawn to. I also, what was I just reading the other day? I like a lot of like medical books. There's this doctor who has a show of his own. I forgot his name. Doctor. Oh my goodness, it's at the tip of my tongue. Anyway, he talks a lot about like organics and where our food is coming from and stuff like that. So I like to stay up to date on nutrition and medical stuff, obviously as a nurse, but also as just a human being who wants to be healthy. So I like reading a lot of stuff like that as well.
All right. And then what would you say the top goals for your career are right now?
I always say increasing my fan base, because, there's always room for more, you know what I mean? And I feel like the more you get your name out there, the more people who are drawn to you, the more success obviously you have. So I always say to increase my fan base. I would like to tour in the next year or two, around the country and hopefully overseas. And I would really, really like to collaborate with more, not mainstream artists, not yet. I don't feel like I'm there yet, but, very popular underground artists or, about to hit mainstream. I feel like I really want to collab with different types of artists.
And then what do you think one of the most effective ways to like grow your brand? What way do you think it is?
Well, consistency, really. I feel like it's not, obviously social media is the way to go these days. So networking and reaching out to people and actually having real conversations with people through social media, but also in person. Going to shows, showing support whether you're performing or not. I feel like this year I really want to get more into community service around my local area. And also in New York, if possible, just giving back to the community, because people will remember you for the good that you do, not just your music. And I don't want to just be known for my music. I also want to be known for the person I am.
What's up? And then what advice would you give to new artists?
That if you're not willing to put money into it, and sacrifice your time and your money, if you're not willing to be consistent and really just maintain tunnel vision, then you should rethink doing it as a career. I never thought that I could take it as far as I already have. So I would like to tell anybody out there who is striving to be an artist that nothing is impossible, as long as you stay focused and you work really hard.
And what would you like to say to your fans and supporters?
That I am very, very, very grateful for all of the support that I've gotten from them since day one. A lot of my fans and supporters have been with me since I started on this journey of taking music as a serious career. And it just means a lot to me when, they show love and they contact me and communicate with me and tell me how much they see my progression, and how much they support me. My single Patiently came out a couple months ago, and everybody was sending me screenshots of their purchase and sharing it and, streaming it. So I'm just very grateful for the supporters I do have that show nothing but love.
All right. And then anybody that's just hearing about you through this interview, why should they go check out your music?
Because it's real music. It's not, it's not superficial stuff. It's not, unrelatable. It's really not just heartfelt, because obviously some of it is fun. But I feel like my music really says something. I can talk about love. I can talk about the loss of someone, you love from a drug overdose. I talk about a lot of different things, so I feel like I touch on different areas that a lot of people can relate to.
All right, I want to say thank you for coming through Politicking with me.
Thank you for having me. I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt. You want to tell me your social media and everything?
Of course. My social media everywhere. You can find me at Julz, JULZ_federal. You can Google it and I'll come right up as well. I'm on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Audio Max, SoundCloud. Again, that's Julz_federal.
PoPolitickin.com.
The PoPolitickin Show is brought to you by Audible. With over 180,000 titles to choose from, Audible is great for any continuous learner wanting to grow and expand their knowledge and insight. Go to www.audibletrial.com/POAudio and get an audiobook of your choice free with a 30-day trial. After the trial, your paid membership will begin at $14.95 per month. With your membership, you will receive 1 credit every month, good for an audiobook on Audible. Cancel before your trial ends and you will not be charged. So go to www.audibletrial.com/POAudio and download a free book by Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Napoleon Hill, Les Brown, Damon John, and more. Always remember that knowledge is power.